what you need. Just call my bluff and come and see. Chirp family, what's going on? It's your boy, HeIsMellowD, Mellow, Jalil, Drippy, whatever you want to call me. And we are back with another episode of Ima Shut Up podcast. This is episode 7. I hope you're having a great day out there. If you're not having a great day, go do something to make sure that you have a great day, because who's in charge of your happiness? You are. As y'all can see today, I'm not alone. I got my beautiful wife with me, Angela. Yes. And you see that we are decked out in our Steelers gear because we are headed to Pittsburgh for our first Steelers home game. Yes, I already talked on last episode. I'm not too excited to watch Mitch Trubisky start, but it is what it is. I still ride or die for my boys. So, are you excited, my love?
I'm very excited, especially since it's like an official NFL game. I've only been to like high school football games, so this is going to be fun.
Yeah, I think it definitely should be fun. I want to tell you though, I know you've probably seen the videos on TikTok. There won't be any yellow lines or blue lines for the line of scrimmage on the actual field. So just pay attention. You can pick it up. You can pick it up.
Yeah, but they still have the flag markers though, right? But I probably won't be able to see that.
They got the chain gang, so I guess like...
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, like the
sounds
orange...
racist.
It does sound racist.
That sounds racist.
But the orange Jones, that's what you're talking about?
Like usually when they have like the lines to mark like where the first downs are, like they have like the flags on the poles.
You got to make sure you keep the mic.
Sorry. You got the flags on the poles that distance everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that the chain gang that you're talking about? Or is it not flags?
I mean, I might be talking... They got what you call racist, the chain gang, which is like the group of guys, they move the chains, and it's like the long orange poles.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so I can pay attention to that.
Yeah,
that'll make sense.
That's how you can let you know that the game is moving and we've gained yards, lost yards, stuff like that. So just pay attention to that. And the scoreboard, it'll let you know. You'll be able to follow it.
I have you to ask questions too.
Yeah. Even though I'll be paying attention to the game. But it's okay. I'll answer your questions when I guess when you ask them.
I'll be sparing.
Yeah. I guess we'll start here since you see us in all our Steelers stuff. Babe, well, yeah. Steelers fans are really racist. I'm just now noticing that and realizing that. I've been in a lot of different little groups and subgroups and stuff about the Steelers on social media. And because of this loss that we had against the Cardinals, it's hella people the color of my wife. Sorry, babe, no shade to you. But hella
shade, that's funny.
Hella people the color of my wife calling for the job of Mike Tomlin. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Because I know this is football talk, so you don't really care too much, but yeah, 16 seasons, no losing season, 10 playoff runs, 7 divisional titles, 2 AFC championships, a Super Bowl ring. Like, my man is the best coach. I don't think there's another coach with a 16-year run that can compare to Mike Tomlin's, other than Bill Belichick when he had Tom Brady. But yeah, I just had to say that. And we're not going to divulge too much into it because, like I said, I got my wife here and she don't really know football that much. So it's just kind of going to be me just talking to y'all about that. So we'll just leave that there. Steelers fans, stop being racist. Mike Tomlin is a great coach, okay?
If you loved him once, you can keep loving him. He's still a good coach. I do know that.
Yes, he's a great coach. Good coach. She said good. I said great. He's great.
What he said.
Nextly, you see I'm picking it up from the last episode. Since I got my wife here and she's a white woman, We're going to talk about the different types of white people. You cool with that?
That's fine with me. I don't take offense to any of that.
Okay, good. So, obviously, right? So, I'm going to start it off with the most, I guess, the most hated white person, right? And honestly, I don't even really think this is the most hated white person, but this is the white person that catches the most flack, I guess. The ones that people don't like the most. Yeah, so probably most hated works the best. Are the proud people. And when I say proud people, because I'm not just gonna call them proud boys, because it's some proud girls out there too. Like they yeah, like when I say proud people, I mean like the just openly overt racist people. We all know them.
Like white pride.
Yeah, white pride, fucking Confederate flag, all of that. Them. Those are probably the white people. Black people, I wouldn't say we gotta stay away from them, but probably stay away from them if they're moving in numbers and you're by yourself, or like their group outweighs your group by like 4-1 type shit. Yeah, probably stay away from them. But I will say I respect them because they stand on what the fuck they like. They stand on their shit. They racist and they stand on it. They not gonna budge. I respect that way more than I respect the next type of white person, which is the how can I put this? The subtle racism white person.
The micro, macro aggressive white people.
Those type of white people. Those white people, I don't respect those type of white people because it's like those are the type of white people that will smile in your face and act like everything's amazing. I have a bunch of black friends. That white person. Fuck those people. We don't fuck with them at all.
That's the wolf in sheep clothing, right?
Yeah, there you go. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Like I said, I got a bunch of black friends. Oh, the white dudes that talk so much shit on like the black quarterbacks or the black NBA stars, like those white people, those closet racist white people, those are some of the worst white people around, right? Then you got my wife's type, which is, I would call her type, she just happens to be white. Okay? There's a and why I say she just happens to be white is because you don't really like, she's the type of white person that she's always trying to make sure that she's being kind of like politically correct. She also like, she doesn't try to cosplay black people because that's another type of white person we could talk about. And she grew up around black people. Like she grew up kind of in the hood a little bit essentially, but she's not the cosplay black person. She's that white person that knows they're white and just doesn't try to, I guess, push the needle a little, like more than what it has to be pushed. Would you agree with my explanation?
Yeah, in simpler terms, I listen to rap, hip hop, but I admit I grew up on country. I don't really listen to it as much more, but I listen to rock music still. Like I'm just myself.
Yeah, and she don't, like I said, she don't try to cosplay black people. She's just a cool white person that knows she's white and won't offend really anybody. But she also welcomes everyone in. That's probably the best type of white person there is.
And I'm the type that if I do offend anybody, please tell me and I will take the chance to learn and educate myself off of the ignorance that I may have said. That's the difference. Yeah, a lot of the time.
She's the type of white person that will ask her black husband, "Is it okay if I say Jigga?" And I'm like Jigga, like Jay-Z's name? Yes, that's her. That's the type of white person she is. And those type of white people, we need to cherish and respect them and bring them in. Like these are the types of white people that it's like, they're probably not going to ask if they can be invited to the cookout because they understand like that's a black space. So I'm not going to really mess up the black space. I'll let the black people have their black space. That's the type of white person we all should know, love, and have in our circle because they're a good person. Then you got number 4, which is, like I said earlier a little bit, the cosplay black person. The cosplaying a black person, white person. These are the white people that grew up in the hood. The white girls that wear fucking cornrows. The white dudes that will try to say nigga, and when you call them on they shit, hey Stormy, when you call them on they shit, they'll be like, oh nah, bro, I grew up around all black people. These my people.
There's no such thing as a pass, FYI.
No such thing as a pass. And you see, I got a new co-host as well. Stormy decided to jump up here and fit herself in this little spot on the couch. So yeah, I'm not gonna move, but
she'll find herself.
Jeez, just sit down. Yeah. So and gotta say, small tangent. The clip that I posted from last episode about the top 5 most annoying archetypes in history. Number 5 with that one struck a lot of nerves. Y'all don't like this. What's happening right now? Y'all don't like my pup is up here on the couch with me just chilling. Y'all don't like that. Y'all shouldn't have pets. Yeah, and I'm standing on it. I'm not coming off it. Y'all shouldn't have pets if you think it's bad or taboo for your pet to be on the furniture. Okay? Now, well, is she annoying? Yes. But, excuse me, I love her and this is my baby. And wherever I go, she gonna pretty much follow. What are you doing?
That's our baby before our baby.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of baby, I tell y'all every episode, I got a baby on the way. June is our due date. And we're so happy. We are so ecstatic that we finally have a kid coming. But I gotta talk to you about your nasty ass pregnancy farts, babe. Because them things are ripe at it don't make any sense because your farts never used to stink. But now you smell like when you fart, it smells like a 43-year-old overweight man, like a plumber. It's like a plumber fart. It's not pregnancy farts. These is like plumber farts. These shits is nasty and they sound nasty and they just smell
not all of them, but
I would say a good 87% of them are like that. Them shits be sounding wet and it's just like I'm like, what is that?
I'm farting for 2 now, okay?
Listen. Farting for 2 is crazy. But no, real shit, because them things they stink really, really bad.
And to to my defense and the baby's defense, that one day when he posted that status about how deadly they were bad. And that's because I ate deviled eggs and I had boiled eggs in my salad. Ooh. I ate a lot of eggs that day.
Dog.
So now I know not to do that again.
Bro, that was one of the first real times that I ever really smelt her farts. And it was I guess because it was concentrated, because we're that couple that we'll be in a bathroom together. We'll be pretty much wherever together. But I think you was using the bathroom and you let that shit out. I was like, was that a fart? He was like, yeah. And then I just started smelling it and I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
No, we were laying in bed that first time. We were laying in bed watching I think it was a game or something. And I farted once and I was like, I think that one might have stunk. And then I farted again and then you smelt it.
Yup. And I was like, oh yes, it definitely fucking stinks.
And then later on I used the bathroom and you walked into the room.
Yeah. Them joints is deadly, bro. If you get your girl pregnant, keep a K95 or something, or an N95. What's the masks? You need a mask, bro, because those farts is deadly, dog. They're deadly. And it's crazy because Angela's such a small little petite little girl. You would never think that something that fucking deadly would come out of her fucking ass.
Because honest, like he said earlier, my farts, for as long as we've been together for 6 years, they have never stunk.
Never stunk. There was always on like cute little farts. Like obviously it might have been a little loud or whatever, but it's like it's a fart that makes you laugh. It's not a fart that makes you want to get away from the person. It's not a fart that makes you want to get away from them. Like, oh my God, bro. I pray for all my guys that are being there while their girls are pregnant, because, dog, that shit singed my nose hairs. I promise you it did.
It's okay. Only 6 more months. That's all. Well, and then we got to deal with the baby farts after.
So, wait. So, do they get potential? Like, do they get gradually worse? Or is it like, are we kind of out of the worst part?
I mean, personally, I don't know because it's first pregnancy. But from what I've seen with comments and what I've read, they can get worse.
Lordy. I got a long 6 months. It's going to be stinky in this house, man.
Then we're going to be dealing with baby poops.
Oh my God. That actually really scares me.
And baby poops always stink.
That scares me a lot because my parents always tell me that, like, when I was a baby, it was like I was playing target practice with their mouth. So, especially like pissing. Excuse Stormy. Go ahead, mamas. Yeah, it was like I was playing target practice with their mouth. Like, my dad has vividly told, like, he has adamantly told me about 3 different stories where, like, I pissed and it landed in his mouth. So it's like, I'm afraid for that because karma is a real thing. And I feel like my kid is going to try to do the exact same thing for me. But I'm going to have a mask. I promise you. I'm not, that's not happening to me. I'm not getting.
You got to be quick with the diaper changing because I don't know. We'll have to figure it out because hopefully.
I don't know.
Do girls can, like, when baby girls, because we don't know the gender yet. So, like, I wonder if baby girls can do the same. Like, does it shoot up also? Anybody who wants to comment?
That's a good question.
You know? Or.
Wow.
Well, I guess so, because that's gravity when we're peeing in a toilet as an adult. So I don't know.
That is a good question. I never really thought of that. Damn. That's really kind of got me pondering now. Like, because you don't, like, as an adult, you don't pee up, do you?
No.
Yeah, so it's like, say if you were laying down and you, like, piss, it's not going to shoot up. It's going to just go down, right?
Yeah,
like
it's just gonna be wherever I'm laying at. It's not gonna shoot up or nothing.
But also, too, when you're wiping a baby, like, you got their legs up and stuff, too, so it could be maybe
it might just shoot straight, like, maybe, like, it might get you in the stomach, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, if anybody knows,
if you
let us know.
If you got a daughter and you've been pissed on by said daughter, tell us how a piss hit you. Tell us, did it hit you in the stomach? Did it get your chin, your mouth, anywhere in the facial region, your neck?
Or is it just a puddle that you got to kind of clean up?
Just a puddle that you had to clean up? Good one. Oh my goodness. That really does scare me though, because like I said, karma is a real thing, and I could definitely see our kids being like 20 times worse than us.
I gotta be honest with you. With the pregnancy farts, like, it kind of does worry me, especially with the baby, because my dad used to say that when I was a baby and I'd be in the store, I would clear a store out.
Oh my
if God. if I farted or pooped. So that might be the same with our baby.
That sucks. I hate to think about that because it's like, I don't like nasty shit. I don't like nasty stuff at all. But it's like, it's gonna be our kids, so we have to deal with it. Oh, that shit's gonna fucking suck. I know it is. Like, oh my God. I've jokingly said, like, if a baby shits on himself or like shits, like the shit gets on you, just throw the baby away. I've jokingly said that.
You can't actually do that in real life, though.
No, but like,
I mean, the tub comes in handy, I guess, but
I don't even like picking up our dog poop.
Mm-hmm.
Human shit is fucking crazy. Like,
and I want to breastfeed, and I've read that like
the
breast milk poops are just, they're not solid.
So it's just water, just liquidy poop.
So that's what I've read anyway,
Lord.
or what I've seen in like TikToks, because I get a lot of like reels and TikToks now that relate to pregnancy and babies. Because
pray for us, y'all. Please pray for us.
Yeah, I'm along on the note of like kids, babies being nasty. I agree with you, because like I'm scared for the day when our toddler like shoves like a greasy Cheeto into my face, like, here, mom, and I'm like, no, thank you.
And I feel like our kid is gonna be the smart kid. Like, even if you try to fucking, you fake like you eat it, they gonna know like you didn't eat that shit. Like, no,
they gonna give us a mean ass side eye.
I can already see it. I can already see it. Our kid is like, I can already see our kid is probably gonna be like very, very goofy, very witty, and also very fucking sarcastic. Like, they're gonna
be very talkative and very opinionated.
Yeah, I mean,
but they're gonna be very smart with it, and I hope that we can.
They gonna be their daddy kid. They gonna be their daddy kid.
And I've always, if you knew me in high school, or even just like now, like I try to keep my opinions to myself, because sometimes it don't go as well, or I like to learn before I speak my opinion. But I have a lot of opinions as well.
Yeah, me, I ain't like that. I let my fucking opinions fly. I don't give a fuck who I offend, because that's always kind of been my MO.
Well, that goes into me being the type of white person that tries not to offend people. True. So I always try to think ahead now.
I don't really think, like, I won't say I don't think ahead, but when it comes to like letting my opinions out, I really don't be caring who I offend, because it's like, oh well, you'll get over it. Like, you'll get over it. I don't know. Like, I commend you for that, because you definitely choose your words very wisely. Me, I let that shit fly sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong. I can be very precise or concise with the words that I use. I can be. But a lot of times, bro, I'm just letting shit fly. Like, I want to tell y'all, like, a lot of times you probably shouldn't believe what I'm talking about. It's like, nah, I'm lying, because it's a lot of bullshit that I say, but there's also a lot of gems in the bullshit that I say. So it's like, I do talk a lot of shit, like I verbally shit post a lot, but there's gems in there that you just gotta pick up on. It's up to you to fucking decipher through the shit, because, like, listen, I'm doing pretty well for myself, if I might add. Would you think so? You think I'm doing pretty well, babe?
Yeah, if I think we're both doing pretty good, you know? I mean, okay. We're happily married. We have a baby on the way. We got 2 crazy pups, but we love them, and we got a beautiful apartment. It's only up and better things
from here
all the time. So
you're right. So let's turn it up real quick. So, babe, I want you to rate my dick game from 1 to 10. rate my penis from 1 to 10.
Storm, there is no room over here, mamas. Go back to the other side.
You gotta get down. You gotta rate my penis from 1 to 10. And you can be honest. I can take the constructive criticism, because listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I used to be, when I was growing up, right? Well, not growing up. Before I got married, when I was in my, like, that nigga's a dog phase, my sex game was like, I probably could say it was better, but I could have sex for a longer time, if that makes sense. Like, I always tell Angela, like, when I was back in my hoe days, it would take me about 2 to 3 times for us to have sex, for me to basically, like, know how the girl's pussy is and know how I gotta move. So
get used to it.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, it took me about 2 to 3 times for me to get used to it, so I can know how to maneuver myself in there. And this is a part of the reason why we got married and I stuck with this woman. Like, yeah, this might be a shallow reason, whatever. But, bro,
all the little things add up, so go ahead.
we're 6 years in. And Stormy, just lay down. Don't be in my face. You're messing up my clips. We're 6 in. We're 6 years in. And I legitimately am not used to this girl's pussy. Sometimes it could be a 4-minute round. Sometimes it could be 14 minutes. Sometimes it could be a minute and 40 fucking seconds. Sometimes it could be about 24. It all depends on the day and just what's happening. So that's why I want to ask you, from 1 to 10, where would you rate my dick?
From 1 to 10?
From 1 to 10. 10 obviously being the highest, right. 1 being the lowest.
I would probably say, I want to say a 9 or 9.5. Because you are up there, babe.
Listen, I think I'm gonna call cap on that. Okay. I don't think my dick is a 9. I don't. Now, if she said my head was a 9.5,
now the head's a 10.
I'll take that because I know for a fact that I'm really good at eating pussy. Like, I can make, even before Angela, like, I would make women come from me eating a pussy, like, quickly. 5-6 minutes type shit. Fastest that it happened to her was a minute and 40 seconds. How do I know that? Because I had a fucking phone timing it. Because it was a personal thing for myself. I needed to know how fast I can make it happen. It was a minute and 40 seconds. But like I said, I'm going to call cap. I don't think my dick is a 9. I think, like, if you said somewhere around, like, 7.5, 8, I'll be like, all right.
I would not go lower than an 8 or 8.5. Like, but it really depends on your grading system. Like, I would really have to sit there and kind of think more on it. You kind of put me on the spot. But, okay, go ahead. Explain your reasoning.
I just think, like, I think my dick is about, like, a 7.5, maybe 8. Because I do, like, I know how to work my penis, you know? I know what I know what works for me, and I'm pretty sure I know what works for you as well. I know what you like, but I wouldn't put myself at like a 10 or anything above a 7.5, really, because I don't always make you come off penetration. So that's a big thing for me. Because that's why I will always 1000% eat the pussy first, because you're gonna get you always gonna get one. 8 times out of 10, you'll get 2, because like I'm the type of boy, I like to pull out and continue to eat and give you another one. You know that. But that third one, it's around like 6 out of 10. So yeah, like you might not get that nut or that coming. You might not come from the penetration. So that's why I put myself there. And also too, because like I said, the variations in times, it be all over the place. So it's like, it's not a constant, like, this is what you're going to get each time. If that makes sense.
So my reasoning, I took like half point off the timing, it varies. Or also rounds. He rounds aren't, he doesn't do a lot of rounds.
I used to, but I'm old and married now. So you might get 2.
But other than that, like, honestly, and to the penetration thing, majority of women do not, like, there are some, or there might be some that lie about it too, but majority of women don't come specifically off of penetration. Now, the combo of penetration and stimulation, yes. Like I think that's why doggy is like kind of like my favorite, because I did not get into too much.
That's okay.
But since we're here, because I get the penetration, and then I could reach under and do my stimulation, and it's the best of both worlds at that point.
Yeah, nah,
And
I get that. I understand it, but yeah, also like I don't know. I don't think my dick is a 10, just being honest, because also like I grew up watching a lot of porn. So I didn't even think I had a big dick until I started having sex, real shit. And like women had to tell me like, "Yo, you have a big dick." And I would be like, I don't really think so. I watch porn. I've seen Mr. Marcus. I've seen Brian Pumper. Like, these niggas got baby arms. And I'm like, I don't have no fucking baby
okay.
arm.
But you also realize, like, my rebuttal to that would be, like, I thought that fat vaginas were bad because I got a fat cat.
Fat
and most
pussies are
people
amazing.
in porn do not have fat pussies, especially, like, you know, like how mine is. Like, when I was a teenager, I used to Google, how do I lose weight in my vagina? Because I thought that it was wrong. I thought I was just fat and it was ugly.
Oh no!
But you know, being adults, we know that's different. And porn is not always the truth.
I'm sure I speak for all men. We love fat pussies. We love them. We'd much rather a fat pussy over a bony pussy. I can put like $1,000 down on that. You know what? No, I'll say 98.75% of men prefer a fat pussy over a bony pussy. There are those outliers, you know?
Because you know, there's always going to be men who think that petite is best. So you can't always say 100% of men because, you know, true, men just be saying shit just to say shit a lot of the time.
Yeah, no. But no, I'm serious. Like, that's why I would rate my dick around like a 7.5, 8. Like, because don't get me wrong, like, obviously we've as a man, you've measured your dick. I know the length of my dick. It's like almost 8 inches, right? Like, it's like 7 3/4, or like 7 5/8. It's like a little. It's almost 8. Like, if I push the shit into my skin a little bit more, I would definitely get the 8. I would get 8 and probably a little bit past 8. But I'm being honest. So yeah. But my thing is, where I feel like I make up on it is I got some thickness. You feel me? I got like 3 fingers worth of thickness. That's a pretty thick dick. Pause. But yeah, like I don't know. That's why I've seen some fucking horses. Like I said, I grew up watching a lot of porn. Like that fucking pocket from when I first started watching porn until I had sex was like the end of 7th grade to early freshman year. That's when I started having sex.
Which, again, like, some women do love horses. Me personally, that shit hurts. No, thank you. Because sometimes I tell you that you need to kind of like slow down a little bit. Yeah, like, not every woman likes to feel like their uterus is being ripped open, or their cervix. Or I'm sorry for the wrong female anatomy parts, but like I don't want to feel like my vagina is about to get busted through, like literally, like that hurts.
Yeah, nah. Some women they love that shit, but nah.
Like, no, thank you for me.
But I will say, I'll put my dick at like a 7.5. But from a 1 to 10 on head, I would rate myself like a 12. I know, like, I'm really good at eating pussy, and that's not to toot my own horn. Like, y'all know, I've told y'all that we do the poly shit, you know. So it's like, it's not just Angela that I be having come fast as hell. Like, I'm good at that. So I'll put myself at a 12 there. So a 12 and 7.5, that's what, 19.5. What's 19.5 times 2? Divided by 2. I'm gonna give myself an average. Where y'all know that this is happening on podcasts, huh? This is real life, like I'm rating myself with my wife here. 19.5 divided by 2. Damn, so that's pretty good. I would say out of 1 to 10, my sex game is like a 9.75. That's pretty up there. I didn't want to toot my horn that much, but I guess toot. Now, Since I rated myself, I have to rate you as well.
Oh, it's fun.
Listen, I am not just saying this because she's my wife and she's right here next to me. Angela gives the best head I've ever had in my fucking life. Like, yes. I know it's like, it's funny. Like, listen, I'm kind of shallow, but I'm not. Like, yes, Angela, she hits all the boxes. Take like, we're not talking about sex, right? We're just talking regular. She hits all the boxes that I want in a wife. She can cook her ass off. She's like a homemaker. She's fucking caring. She's endearing. She has my back. She rides with me. My family love her. Like, all of that stuff is great. She's great at those things. But nigga, bruh, I remember the first time I got that head. And listen, women, men, I'm telling y'all, have sex on the first link. We're a product of it. 6 years later, and we're married, about to have a baby. Have sex on the first link. Just get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way. Because if it's good, you're going to continue to want that shit. But if it's bad, now you know it's bad and you know y'all don't have to waste your time no more.
Like, I don't get that. Like, do you honestly really want to gain all these feelings and then find out the sex is whack? Like,
Yeah.
that never made sense to me, honestly.
Yeah. But yes, head game muy magnifique.
Well, thank you. I don't think you've ever told me that it's the best you've ever had, but that's good to know. Well, thank you.
Because now I'm thinking.
We don't got to get into too many. I mean, we're already in a lot of details, but
Yeah, but
you don't gotta.
no, 1000% yes. Because I remember fucking. Shout out to you, Cosmo. You're my boy. Haven't talked to you in a while, bro. I miss you, man. I hope you're doing good. But right after Angela left, I texted this nigga Cosmo like, bro, I think I just met the white superhead. And he started crying, laughing. I'm like, no, dog. Like, that shit was different. Like, when they talk, I don't know. I think it's like some type of stereotype that white girls give really good head, but she proves it.
Is that? I didn't even know that was like a stereotype.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I thought it was more about like lip size,
or they like giving head, like they like some. I don't know, something. But yes,
well, maybe it is that they like doing. I don't know.
But yeah, best head I ever had in my life. The vagina, the pussy. Again, I gotta put it at the top of the list because for the simple fact, I still haven't gotten used to that shit, and we are 6 years in. And like, y'all probably can call cap or whatever, say I'm capping, but like, niggas, I'm talking to the men now. Y'all know how it is when you get used to a pussy. Like, you know exactly what or exactly how many strokes you can do before you want to pull out and do what you gotta do, whatever. Like, you know all of that because you've gotten used to the pussy. I don't know what it is, but I haven't gotten used to it yet. So yeah, that was our little turned up segment.
A raunch segment that a lot of podcasts. I don't think you've ever. Well,
I've gotten into it a little bit,
but this is definitely a different level. So for everyone, I know y'all all like, well, not everyone that sees this, but like, if y'all know our social medias on our private lives, we do talk a lot about our poly experiences and how we love to have a girlfriend. Because not only does he love eating pussy, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I've never got a rating, but I mean,
I be seeing them bitches' faces when she doing it. She be doing it.
But
I mean,
I would hope that, you know, it would translate male to female.
Yeah. Well, yeah, since you talked about the poly stuff, we don't gotta name names. Fuck it, they probably not gonna see this anyway. Who do you think was our worst?
I'm not naming names.
Alright, so give me the scenario and I'm gonna see if I can pick up on the name.
You still want to name names?
No. I'm just gonna. We don't have to name names. I'm just gonna say like, oh, I know who you talking about, type shit, you know, or like I know.
I mean, you kind of know, like we've had girls talk a big talk, and then we get into bed and they start getting either really awkward, like they're shy, and that's not fun to initiate because then I feel like you don't want it, and I feel awkward, and then I'm like, do you want to?
Yeah.
And then, but also, like, some people talk a big game about how they love eating pussy, and then they're just not good at it. Like, especially compared to me being, like, your head. Like, now that I experience actual good head, like, some women just don't compare to it. And he's seen my face. And I try not to look bored, but my face reads all my emotions.
That be the worst feeling for me, because it's like I'm either hitting it from the back, and I got a little weird thing when I have sex from the back, like I like to look up because I'm bulging out, so it's like I feel like my head is back to kind of keep my balance right. Because when I look down, like I feel like I'm about to fucking, like, my equilibrium's off. I don't know, but that's neither here nor there. But it's like I'll be looking up, doing my shit from the back, or I'll be down there eating it from the back, and then I'll come up or I'll look down and look at Angela's face, and she's just so fucking just unimpressed, and I'm just like, damn.
And I really try not to look like that because, you know, women, we don't like to make people. I mean, most women don't, like, we'll fake a cum to, you know, be like, okay, like, get off me now, kind of. Like, this is kind of wasting time.
Yeah.
Let's switch positions to something else. But I really try not to look like that because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But
yeah, but I don't give a fuck about hurting feelings. I'll tell her, like, I really wish that she wasn't like that, because I would tell her to tell them, like, babe, tell her she's butt. Tell her she's trash. Tell
that's
her.
not right.
Or coach her.
That would be my 13th reason right there.
But you got, like, or you can coach them. You can coach them. I don't know.
But I feel that, but I don't know. It just doesn't, because that also, I don't know. I have, like, I don't know, I guess some kind of, like, is that like a social anxiety? I have anxiety. So, like, it's just kind of one of them nerve-wracking things that I just would rather, like I said, easily be like, hey, let's switch it up now. Or, like, fake the funk, and then we switch it up. But so I'd rather much do that than...
It's annoying because, like, you really be making these bitches come hard. And it's like, unless they're faking it, which I don't know. I feel like I can tell when a woman is faking it. And they don't be faking, like, in my opinion, they don't be faking it when I'm doing it, and they definitely don't be faking it when you do it. So it's like, if you can see or you can feel what I'm doing, how about you just try to mimic what I'm doing, you know? That's my thought process. But I won't say no names, but I will tell y'all about our worst one. This was our first time trying, like, a bigger girl. And when I say a bigger girl, I mean, like, this girl was bigger than us. So it's like, we don't really discriminate. And she was really pretty in the face. And she was talking all this game, like, oh yeah, I done been in a poly relationship before, and I know what I'm doing. I love to eat pussy, right? So she was really bigging herself up, pun intended. But I'm like, all right. And she was a big girl. I ain't gonna cap. And it's like, we don't discriminate, but it's like, that's
because we've had other big girls that were great. We were fine.
Yeah, but yeah, she just talked all this shit, right? And wound up being ass. Like, her head on my dick was trash. Angela said her pussy eating was trash, and The bitch was musty, bro. The bitch was musty. You remember what I'm talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrible with names. So because we met her the one time, I don't remember her name, but I do remember who we're talking about.
Yeah, I remember her name because I never wanna. I'm not gonna say your name because we're gonna respect your autonomy. I think that's the right
Or
word.
privacy. You could have
Yeah,
just said
privacy.
privacy.
I wanted to sound a little bit smarter. Let me have that. I'll respect that, but sis, wash up better. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause you was really musty. And that was actually like very that brings me to a topic that I was gonna talk about by myself, but now since I said that, I gotta talk about it. Dudes, okay. Everyone knows a dude can get funky as fuck real fast. Like men's body odor can get very serious, and a lot of men stink. We're not gonna sugarcoat anything. A lot of you niggas stink. Men, y'all stink. But some of the most nose stinging stenches and aromas come from women's body odor. I don't know what it is because most women do not stink. Most women smell really fucking amazing. Like all the time, actually, almost. But when they don't, dog, babe, I had this bitch get in my car. Like I've told y'all almost every episode, I do Uber. I had this bitch get in my car with some like extreme fucking body odor. Dog, my eyes started to fucking water. I'm like, yo, what is happening? Like, women's body odor is fucking disrespectful to the nostril. Like,
I used to do Lyft. I've definitely had people and women included that came into the car where it was just like it was a punch in the face, literally.
Yes, like listen, you know when a nigga stinks. Like obviously, like, and it's weird because it's like when niggas stink, they kind of all smell this. It's like either one. It's like it's either three different smells that a nigga smells like. He either smell like ass, underarms, or just like a combination of both. Like ass, underarms, or a combination of ass, underarms, and sweat.
Wait, what was your favorite thing to describe people like? Like you said, it was like old weed and spaghetti or something.
Yes. Yeah, that's the Philly niggas. I don't know why. And it's like it's always a certain type of Philly nigga that like doing Uber. I do Uber in Philly and Jersey, whatever. But like it's always this certain type of Philly nigga that smells like old fucking like reheated spaghetti and weed. Weird combination. I'm not necessarily saying it's bad, but it's like it's definitely not.
It's just good. A weird must smell.
Yeah,
and I like, I like when he said that. Like I kind of understood what he was saying, but it was just so funny how he described it, and he has not let up off of that
because it's the truth. Yo, I just had one of them yesterday, and the type of nigga it is, right? Is usually always a nigga that like got on like super tight skinny jeans with either some Forces or some New Balances. Or like the Under Armours now because that's like a new sneaker that they be rocking a lot out here in Philly. It's either Forces, New Balances, or Under Armours with some really tight jeans, a hoodie and a Scully, like the Johns that Philly just fucking
ski mask.
Yeah, the ski masks. Them niggas always smell like fucking old spaghetti and weed, and I just be like, do y'all be eating this? Like, do y'all all eat the same shit? Like, what's happening? Why do y'all all smell like this? Y'all all smell the same. That archetype of Philly nigga, the super tight jeans with the Forces, New Balances, or the fucking Under Armour sneaks with the tightest hoodie and the fucking ski mask. You niggas always smell like old spaghetti and fucking weed. I don't know why, but you do. But yeah. Woman body odor is something crazy. Fuck the niggas. We know niggas be stinking. Like, we know that.
I think is really just like when it comes down to the hygiene thing, like you kind of expect a lot of guys, because boys and guys, like, hygiene isn't always the strong suit. Now I'm saying not always,
right?
Because there's definitely people who are very up and
Very
like
high in their hygiene. No,
exactly,
I
they're
get what
very
you're
high
saying.
on the hygiene.
You
There
just
I go trying, being correct to not offend everyone, but
it's just you never
but
really
you don't expect a woman to really let
yes.
themselves smell like
You
that.
never expect a woman to stink. You always expect a woman to smell really good because usually they do all the time. Older women, like older grandma women in their 20s, their 30s, it don't matter at what age. Usually women always smell good. Even when they play sports, which is weird because it's like you're sweating a lot. Why do you why does your sweat have a good aroma to it? Like that's weird.
And most of the time, even if you don't smell specifically good, you don't smell bad.
Yeah. But nah, I wish I could remember this lady's name. Oh my goodness, because she was an Uber passenger, so it really wouldn't like I would be putting her on blast. But bro, she got in the car. Excuse me. She got in the car and like my eyes started to water. Real shit. I'm like, dog, you stink. And it's like I wanted to turn around and tell her, but it's like if I do that, I'm gonna get a 1 star. So I didn't want to get the 1 star. But
And then you gotta be cautious if you even want to crack your window, because then
right, because then they're gonna think you're offending them or something, right? Like so, yeah. Luckily, it was a short ride though.
Yeah,
like
if it's a short ride, like definitely we suck it up. But damn, because right after you get out the car, we pulling off with all our windows down, trying to air that bitch out. Especially so that the next person who get in don't think it's us that stink.
Yes. Nah, yo, that was,
or at least that's my thought process.
That was crazy. I don't understand how women's body odor be so like stinging to the nostrils and make your eye water. Like I remember the first time, and this is only the second time in my life. I'm 29 years old. This is the second time in my life that I've come across like really bad woman body odor. The first time, I was probably around like 14, 15. No, a little bit. Yeah, because I was at Highland. So I was like 16. I was like 15, 16, right? I was in a jerk crew. And I was, jerking can't die. I can go on a whole tangent about jerking. Like, I really thought that was going to be the biggest fucking thing in the world. I was one of the main people screaming, jerking can't die, jerking won't die, jerkaholics, all of that dumb shit. But we're not talking about that. I'm talking specifically about I was in this jerk crew. I'm not going to give the name because we were sponsored and like people that know me probably
process of elimination. Yeah.
So I'm not going to say her name, but bro, she was in our jerk crew and I remember I think I was like helping her with one of these moves that she was doing and we were outside practicing. So we were outside. This is the dead of summer. It's hot as shit out, right? We outside been practicing for a couple hours. Dog. That was my first time I ever got punched in the face by woman armpit smells. And I was just like, what the like at that time I really did not think women I was just like women don't stink because you've never smelled a smelly woman. But that day right there, doggy. them underarms was fucking humming. And I was
barking.
Whoo! Yo, that girl stunk. And it's like, damn, like she stunk so bad she made me have to check myself. I'm like, yo, is that me? Like, is that me smelling like that? No, it was her. That shit blew my mind. That was, like I said, that was the first time I ever came across woman body odor. Like, at that time, I didn't think it happened. Like, I didn't think it was a thing because women always smell good. But, yeah, that day right there, them two women and those two, the woman from my Uber ride and that girl from my jerk crew. Y'all some stinky bitches. Stinky, stinky. Stinky, stinky. Oh man. But nextly, me and my wife, she's amazing. She is. She really is. She knows that I'm a huge wrestling fan, right? So because of that, like, she also didn't judge me too because I'm 29 years old and I'm still into wrestling like I was when I was like 13. But I also I like a lot of the old stuff. We're currently watching the Attitude Era from like its beginning. I think we're in like 2000 right now, right?
And I want to preface this by saying I didn't have a lot of opportunities to join in the fun when I was a young kid. Like I didn't have a whole lot of cable. So, I didn't have the opportunity to watch wrestling in its prime. So that's why I jumped on the opportunity to, as an adult, and we're doing well. Like we're able to do
Yeah.
that now. So since he loves it, I love it because he loves it. Well, no, I actually do love it too.
Yeah. Like, bro, she
I'm sad I didn't get to experience it in his prime.
is actually a little worse now because like, bro, she be ruining it. She ruins the fucking kayfabe for me. Like she, we wrestle. If you're a wrestling fan, you just watch and enjoy. You're not about to go look up and know about their personal life.
No, I be Googling these people. I don't know why. Like, I be wanting to know if they married. I want to know if they still alive. I want to know what happened. Like, who they, like, and in the process, I find out a lot of really weird, stories. And find a lot of stuff.
Like, dog. I, like, the shit that she finds out.
I'm a curious cat.
I could go my whole life without knowing that shit. Like, I could go my whole life without knowing the stuff that she be telling me. Bro, did y'all know that X-Pac was a fucking porn star? No, you didn't. I probably just told you. And wonder why I know? Because she fucking... This one right here.
Google one night in China.
Dog, China again. I could have went my whole life not knowing that China was a fucking porn star, and she did porn with X-Pac.
Not only that, but did her a lot of people know now as an adult, I guess. But as a kid watching, you probably didn't know because I first found out when I seen that I Googled China when she came.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Triple H were dating for the longest until the whole Stephanie McMahon thing. We're not even going to get into that. But then I was scrolling and I seen the porno thing and I seen the little snippet clip and I said, "Is that X-Pac's face?"
Yes. I could have went my whole fucking life without knowing that X-Pac and China did a fucking porno together. I didn't need to know that.
And I did watch it. It's boring. So you don't really gotta watch it unless you're just curious cat like me. But
bruh, like
it's long as hell too.
I'm like, why did you feel the need to tell me that they had a porno together? Like, you kind of ruining my childhood a little bit with that. But fuck it, okay, I guess.
Adult things. Yeah.
I'm just like, dog, wow. No, I didn't know that they had a porno. What the fuck? No. But, nah, I love it because you see, like, she gets into the stuff with me. And we just want to say, as a collective, wrestling is not fake. Y'all gotta stop saying wrestling is fake because if I slap you in the chair with a head, if I slap you in the head with a chair, do you think that's fake? Do you think that concussion that you're getting is fake? Predetermined? Yeah. We talked about me smacking you in the head with a chair. Okay. But the actual act of me smacking you in the head with a chair is not fake.
These are very real athletes with very real concussions, very real injuries. Well, I mean, not all of them are real because there is a storyline, but honestly, our whole life is a storyline. Is it not? Is it not controlled in one way or another?
Real shit.
It, like, come on now. Not to get too deep into conspiracies or nothing, but everything has a storyline.
That's why they took fucking like the chair shots and the head shots out of wrestling because they were too dangerous and people were getting concussion after concussion after concussion after concussion.
Stitches on stitches, and I couldn't even imagine the bumps that they take is wild. Like the trash cans, and
like they really be
anything they can get their
up.
hands on. What about Cactus Jack and his barbed wire bat? Like,
yeah,
come on, the thumbtacks.
The thumbtacks, when they literally had thumbtacks in their fucking skin, like you could see them, and you're like, there's nothing fake about that. This is about as fake as a fucking action movie, and y'all all love action movies.
Well, action movies are even. Well, I wouldn't compare it to an action movie because action movies have like stunt doubles that like.
No, you're right.
Some of them do. I guess some of them can very much get hurt
because most of them do not do their own stunts. And those wrestlers, they're their own stuntmen. That's really fucking mankind falling off a 20-foot cage.
And I don't care how out of shape that they look. Can you just think for a second yourself being put into that ring? Because I do that all the time. That stamina, I don't got that stamina to be running around that ring, jumping off of ropes, especially as a grown man, 200-pound man or something. I couldn't be jumping off them ropes and flying and jumping on top of people and taking hits, and there's stories of really real injuries. Like I said, because I look a lot of things up. So
yeah, she's my little encyclopedia. Whenever I really want to know something, I'll just ask her, and she'll just get to Google it. And
that's a good question. Let me see.
Yeah, yeah. But so stop calling wrestling fake. It's real, and just enjoy it. It's good entertainment, you know. It's amazing entertainment. But nextly, I came up with that word on episode 6. I don't think it's a real word, but I just kind of like it.
I don't think it's a real word either. That's why I keep giggling when you say it.
I think it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's probably not funny. It's probably only really funny to me. But
I find you funny, so
yeah.
That's why a lot of people, when they're like, "How do you deal with him?" He's fucking funny to me. Like, it's 24/7 entertainment.
Yeah. One of my love languages is annoyance. So if I'm annoying you, it's because I love you. Because if I don't bother you at all, I probably don't really fuck with you like that. That's just how I am. Stormy, no. You were good where you were. You're not about to crawl across us. Stay here. Jeez Louise.
She wants to lay across our laps, just so you guys know.
This is our
because we found that her love language is also annoying, his is, and now he's getting a little taste of his own medicine.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. All right, Stormy. Either come back up here. You're not going to fit there. Come on, because you doing too much stepping. Come on. All right. Now,
this is like her 3rd or 4th time jumping back on the couch.
And getting in the same exact fucking spot. Yes, it is. Golly. But, like I said, Stormy, lay down. You can't be all up in my face. Nextly, right? Nextly, I wanted to talk about my pyro antics as a kid. Did you have any of those?
Not me personally, but my brother.
I used to love fire as a kid. I used to light everything on fire. My mom and my dad, they both smoked cigarettes. So lighters and matches would be around everywhere. I almost caught my house on fire twice. Not happy about it, but it happened. Was it cool when it happened? Yes, it was.
It was cool until it happened. Then you were probably scared shitless. Because I know that's what happened when my brother almost set our house on fire.
It was cool. Okay, so it was cool while I was lighting it was toilet paper. I was lighting the toilet paper on fire. That was cool. Then it wasn't cool when the toilet paper's lit up really, really fast, and I had to I panicked and I tossed it. That wasn't cool. And it also wasn't cool that it landed in the trash can. So that was probably the scariest part of it, because the
panic sets in after that.
The trash can just went whoosh. Everything in the trash can caught fucking fire. Everything in the trash can caught fire. And that in retrospect, looking back, that was kind of cool. It was scary though, but it was I don't know. It was like cool and scary. But then like I had to run out of the bathroom and get water to, put the fire out. And then like after everything was done and the fire was gone, then it was cool again until it wasn't cool.
It's funny that you say run out the bathroom like there's not a tub or a shower and a sink and a toilet.
I was a kid
that has water.
I was a kid.
I understand. You don't think of these things a lot of times because lessons learned. Hard lessons learned.
Yeah, I almost burnt our house down that day. My mom beat my ass. She fucked me up that day. Rightfully so, because like I said, I almost caught the fucking house on fire. And like everything in the trash can was burnt up. Fucking the fire was coming so high, it's like it made like fire residue on the wall. So I couldn't even really like hide it from my mom. Yeah. That was a bad joint. That was probably my last time lighting things on fire.
I feel like that's gotta be, I could be wrong because I'm sure there's plenty of pyro like female or women out there, girls, but like my brother had the same thing, and I always thought fire was cool too, but like when it's contained. Like my dad is a firefighter / fire marshal.
Shout out Papa Ern.
And my brother had a really big fascination with fire, lighting stuff on fire and then throwing it in a panic, and also almost made our house burn down, but luckily we caught that and it didn't happen. Sure. But my brother was also very big into like the military, so if you can think of some concoctions that he's made and had fun with and out in like the public streets. So not to give too much of his business out.
Shout out you, Steve. Yeah. Steven's cool.
That might be a little boy thing.
Steven is funny because like Steven gives me the most firm handshake I've ever had in my fucking life. He be trying to break my fucking hand. I don't know if it's like a military. He's military, right?
Yeah, he's a veteran. He was in the Marines.
I don't know if it's like a Marines thing or something. Dog. Steven be trying to break my fucking hand when he shakes my shit.
I think he never had a brother, so like he's very excited because he's like, me and my brother used to roughhouse a lot, but there's only so much that could happen before it turned into a fight because I'm a girl and I was also emotional, so it would turn into like full out fights. We were both emotional, but I think him as an adult, he's always kind of wanted a brother, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah,
and we're always taught firm handshakes is a man thing,
right? And I know firm handshakes is a man thing too, but there's firm and then there's trying to break my fucking hand.
He probably thinks it's funny. And
it might be. But that's why I do it right back to him now. Like after like the first 2 times.
It's your thing. He loves it.
Yeah. It's our brother thing, I guess. Because I squeeze his shit hard as hell right back now. Because the first 2 times he shook my hand, I remember like, God damn. Like why he just do all that? Like I didn't know if he was trying to like intimidate me or something.
I don't know. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know what goes through his head. My brother's peculiar. Love him, but he's definitely And
shout out Steven too though, because it's funny. And Papa Ern, because I guess all your uncles, because like at first when they first met me, bro, they tried to do the black handshake with me, and it just didn't work. We all know the black handshake, one of these, and you pull it in, you know? Bro, it was so awkward because it's like, that's how black people shake hands. And we know this formal shit, we know that. But it's just like, it's second nature for us to do the, what's good, bro, bring you in. And...
But when the race is mixed, you don't really know which one's gonna happen.
So it's like
funny.
I tried to bring them in at first because I'm like, all right, this is regular. I'm like, oh wait, no, these are older white men. So then, but it's like I guess they were having the same thought process. Like, no, Angela's boyfriend at the time, this is a younger black man. So, and I know, like, it's like they know the handshake, so they're trying to do the black handshake while I'm trying to do the white handshake, and it's just, it didn't mix.
That's funny.
But we got it down now. We just do the white one because it's like
white one, and then like maybe a hug after or something. But
it's like a variation of the black and the white handshake because we do the firm jaw like this, but then we still bring it in as a hug. So it's like you get the best of both worlds. You get your white handshake and the black handshake in one. I just had to tell y'all that because, like,
that's funny.
I couldn't really tell nobody else. Like, I think I might have told you once, or I might have not. But like,
you were telling me about Steven's handshake like a week or two ago.
He be trying to break my hand for real.
I really think that's just because it's always been me and him. Yeah. So like, he likes having a brother now.
Nah, Steven, that's my boy. Steven's cool though. But yeah, I just had to say that because his handshakes be like.
Because I'm sure he got that grin on his face. Yeah, he do it like.
That's why we do. I do that shit right back. We be just sitting there squeezing the fuck out of each other's hand. Oh my goodness, man. But and nextly, for our last topic, I wanted to, since the holidays is coming up, I'll probably talk more about the holidays a little bit as we get closer to them. But I got to talk about how. Okay, so the topic came from, I drive Uber, and I had, I remember her name. Her name was fucking Dylan. Dylan.
That's a cute name for a girl.
Yeah, I guess it's cool. But Dylan worked, she was like a nurse or a doctor or something, right? Big money, big money, right? And she was messing with like, she's dealing with like some, I guess, neurosurgeon. Yeah, I think that's what she said.
Another rich doctor.
Yeah, another rich doctor. So she said this rich doctor gave her like a Cartier watch for her birthday or some shit, right? Big, expensive, like not big, because Cartier watches aren't big, but super expensive gift for her birthday. Bro, why did she say, like she was talking to her friend, it was two people in the car. Like she was talking down on this man because he didn't give her a card. And I'm like, bro, he clearly just spent like Cartier watches. Cartier watches are expensive as fuck. Easily upwards of $5,000 or more. And you got upset because he didn't get you a card? Like that makes no sense to me. What? So if I got you a huge, I'm talking, let's say I bought you a Birkin bag for your birthday. And well, I guess we would have to be dating, so because it's like we still kind of give cards, but not really, because it's like
sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Yeah, like it depends on if we remember or not. Honestly,
yeah,
that I haven't already said in a card before,
right? That I haven't already said to you in a card, or that I don't say to you in person. So I don't know, but I guess it's different for dating. But like, how would you feel if I got you some extravagant, expensive gift, but I didn't get you a card?
I'm not even really thinking about a card because me personally, like, yeah, a card is a nice little addition, I guess, but it's just like, it's really only nice if you have someone who will write a message in it, like a personalized message. And honestly, you gotta love people for who they are, and it's not everyone's strong suit to write a message and be creative and, like,
I don't know.
Get that deep. Like, not everyone can do that. So, like,
I'm showing you in my opinion, he was showing her his love for her or his infatuation for her with the fucking Cartier watch.
Yeah. Why did you bought me a Cartier? Like, yeah.
Why did I have to then write, oh, you're such a beautiful person, you have a beautiful soul,
here's a beautiful watch to match or something?
Right, like something simple, and like that's dumb. In my opinion, I don't think she really liked the nigga. That was just a way for her to kind of like make an argument to try to make her way out.
Yeah, I hope he finds someone a little bit more appreciative. Because honestly, like it's instances like that, you like, yeah, you can like look past it if you're really going to, if you want to say something, or if one or two, both of the people are willing to change that. But like, honestly, if that doesn't work, if you want to find something who's going to write you a poem and a card every year for every holiday or event or whatever, you find a person that's like that. You don't you don't shun someone because they didn't do it,
right? Or you don't project that what you want on a person that's not like that. Yeah,
and it's okay to not give cards. Like he said, we don't always give cards. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It honestly depends if I remember or not.
Honestly,
and I'm sure it's the same thing with him. And half the time when I do get the card, I'm like, okay, what do I write? That's not the same thing as you're the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I love you the mostest. And like,
I honestly think for me, I think the last card that I like really bought you was that love card where it was like it spelled out love with each letter, and I bought that because I thought that card itself was very, very nice. It was a really nice card, and I think I wrote a little something on each letter, and yeah,
and that's something that I like to look into, with the creativity of the card.
Yeah.
Also, like he said, like it literally, like when you opened it up, it said LOVE. I'm pretty sure I still have it somewhere. Yeah. I used to have it hanging up, like posted up on my mirror at our old apartment, but we don't have that mirror anymore. So when we moved, it got put into just my things. I know I didn't throw it out. I know that, but
I think that might have been the last one. The last.
Or if there's like a really cool, funny message that the card comes with, like, oh, I like that. That made me giggle. I hope it makes him giggle, or
yeah,
like things like that. But
I don't know. But I mean, I guess that's.
I don't think a card is,
because her explanation was, it was like, I wanted the card more because it's like, I know money's not really a thing to you. Right. Like, and yeah, I guess I can kind of agree there. Like that reason is kind of valid, but still, like I got you a Cartier watch, like, and it's a watch that you liked. So why? I don't know.
Like, I get it. I kind of get that, and that's something that she could very easily talk to him about rather than talk shit to her friend. Because I didn't hear the conversation. You did, so I don't know what her tone was or anything.
Because she clearly was not about to stop messing with him, because her friend asked. She was like, "Oh no, so like, what now? Like, you gonna break up with him or whatever?" She was like, "No, but he definitely better get me a card because I want a card." I'm like, all right, now that's just kind of...
And ladies, you can't expect people to read your minds.
That, and also too, like, I don't even think I wouldn't want a card after I had to tell you about a card. You know, like, it's like, now you're just doing, oh, well, I guess that's what she wants. Like, you're just doing it to appease me. Because it's like, well, you'll get the card next year. I feel like after you tell me to give you a card and then I give you a card, that's
why you keep that in your mind and remember for next time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there is nothing wrong with like telling people like what you want, but it's just different. It's how you go about it and the tones when you try to correct that. That's all.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty much all we had to talk about today. We didn't get any fan questions this time. Like I said before, if you see me posting pod time, pod day, what's on your mind questions, it'll be on my stories, my Facebook story, my Instagram story, my Instagram stories. It'll be on my HeIsMellowD page and the Ima Shut Up page and Facebook. Yeah. So, I'ma shut up though. That was today's episode of the I'ma Shut Up podcast. The song of the day is, you choose the song of the day. Choose Masterpiece.
That's honestly what I was going to say. Masterpiece. And go watch the video.
Yeah, the song of the day is Masterpiece by me, of course. HeIsMellowD. You asking why I'm choosing that and why she chose that, because the music video is our wedding video. Who you know doing that? Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, little bitch.
Bye.
Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, all that good shit for this podcast so it can grow. Thank you. I see y'all. Where's my wife at, though? But there's my beautiful wife. First of all, before I get this shit started, let me just give everybody, please, just give it a round of applause. Make some noise for my beautiful wife. So beautiful. So listen. I got what you need. Just call my bluff and come and see. Yeah. My baby sweet like pure cane sugar, pretty like petunias, easy on the eyes. I swear my baby is a looker. Call on me in any situation. Be your Superman, I'll rescue you if you need saving. Ice my baby out, I gotta keep my baby dripping. Dunk up in that pussy, girl, I'm feeling like Blake Griffin. Always stay alert, no, you never catch me slipping. Yeah, I'm with the bullshit like I'm Pippin. I feel like Uncle Phil, I'm at the bank. I'm rolling up some funky, ooh, it stank. Ooh, she ass naked in the main. She know just what I want, we so in sync. Ooh, girl, you such a masterpiece. Ain't no one coming after me. No other place I'd rather be. Ooh, I just need you next to me, yeah. Ice my baby out, I gotta keep my baby dripping. Dunk up in that pussy, girl, I'm feeling like Blake Griffin. Always stay alert, no, you never catch me slipping. Yeah, I'm with the bullshit like I'm Pippin. Had to let go of my ex, cause that girl, she was trippin'. Thought I'd never fall in